You deliver God with your face. Hey guys, it's John sitting here in my studio with a fabulous mug of John's Joe coffee. Life is complete. We deliver God with our face. When you walk through your day, notice how you look at people's faces. Notice how you don't necessarily look at their legs, their arms, or even their bodies at first. You look at their face first because the face is the reflection of the soul within. It shows whether you're compassionate or caring or loving. It also shows whether you're fearful, hateful, or judgmental. Your face is the reflection of who you are within. But each person is living their life from a perspective of their own fears and anxieties. And all of those negative emotions, all of those negative aspects are coming from the concept of their fears. But if we can calm our inner fears and simply use our face to smile at a stranger, you can shift the energy of their day. If you offer a genuine present moment smile to someone that you don't know, that smile transmits a nonverbal love. It allows that person to feel safe in this environment of the world. Allows them to feel that there's a person here who I don't have to guard myself against. That simple smile softens guarded hearts. It interrupts emotional spirals. It reminds others that they are seen. It lets them know that they're not only seen, but they're worthy of being seen. And it can ripple through everyone you meet afterwards. You don't need to give them a sermon about how to be loving. You don't need to give them a method, a modality, a technique. All you need is a smile. The smallest gesture of joy is an expression of divinity because God is love and love comes with the feeling of joy. If you were to live one moment and in that moment you could hate or you could love, what would it be? Well, realize you live in one moment, always. And every moment of your life is the same single present moment. It's a matter of what are you doing in this one single present moment. That smile creates a ripple because that person for one moment had the opportunity to feel safe. That one moment that you gave them of your own to just smile and let them know they're safe gives them the opportunity to go and exhale and put their fear down for one moment. Here's one person who I can smile back at. The interesting is when you smile at people, they will smile back at you. When you choose in that moment to smile at someone, you are choosing in that moment to be love. You are choosing in that moment to be the delivery method of love, and God is love. You are literally in that moment choosing love over fear. And the Buddha said the secret to enlightenment is the eradication of fear. So the more you stack your present moments with a smile on your face, and then you express that smile to others, you're literally delivering the love of God into the world. And when you deliver unconditional love, people drop their conditions. People no longer need to feel defensive or afraid of others. People see that moment and they go, okay, I don't have to worry about this person. And then you have that ability to then, let them know that there are people in the world who see them for who they are, not for the defenses they have to put up because of their environment. And now, a quick word from our sponsor. Coffee Time with John. This channel runs off coffee, so get your coffee and tea at johnsjoe.com. It's interesting. Years ago, I taught a stage combat class to inner city kids, and there was one kid in that class who was a tough little kid. And I say little because he was the smallest guy in the group, but he had a little Napoleonic complex. And I was teaching the stage combat segment of the group, and I said, how do fights start? Because as a fight director, my job is to direct the scene, and the scene is from the moment of aggression all the way through the fight to the conclusion of the fight. So how do fights start? And this kid raises his hand. He says, I know how fights start. And I go, really? How? And he grabs his buddy and he gets up in front of the group and he starts walking past him and he just slams his shoulder into the other guy's chest. And I said, "Is that how fights start in your neighborhood?" He said, "Yeah, a lot of them." I said, "Can I ask you a question?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "In your neighborhood, if you're not tough, are you a victim?" And he got quiet. And he said, "Yeah." I said, "That must be really hard." He goes, "It is." I said, "Well, you know what, my friend? You're here at this class. I'm a stage combat instructor. I've spent over 20, 30 years learning different fighting styles and all this stuff. I'll handle the threats here. You be you. You just enjoy the time, act, have fun with people, have fun with the group, learn something, come away with this with an experience that's positive, and I'll make sure you're safe while you're here." That kid became an actor. That kid became a director of a theater, actually, in New York. Not New York City, but like upstate New York. The point of this is that had no one given him that chance to be safe, had no one given them that moment of love and compassion, he might have always been in that state of not moving forward into acting, not moving forward into doing something better. He could have absolutely 100%, gone down a different route. But it took someone to say, "No, you're safe with me. You're safe here." And I had to say it in a way that he could understand. Couldn't understand just being safe. He had to understand that I was going to handle any threat because his life was living in threat. And so that I took the weight or the responsibility of dealing with threats off of his shoulders while he was with me. And that was the key to this, was to give him that smile, to give him that message of divinity that and he himself could just be himself and be his authentic self without fear or anxiety. And that's what a smile delivers. When you smile at someone, you're giving them the ability to feel safe. And you're giving them the ability to understand that they are seen and they are loved as they are. And so go out today, my friends, and take this one moment and simply smile. Simply smile at someone. Let them see the divinity within themselves because you are choosing to see it first. That's what namaste means. I see the divinity within you. And that's my thought on this. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.